Student loan debt is out of control in this country. We have over $1.5 trillion in outstanding student loan debt. I may have found a solution with real estate investing. Here are 6 reasons why you should use real estate to save for college. Hey guys, what's up? This is Paul Price with Retire Rich with Real Estate, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about how you can use real estate to save for college. If you have young children, I'm sure you've thought about the constantly increasing cost of a college education and how difficult it's going to be to pay for your child's college without going into massive debt. I felt the same way almost 20 years ago when my first child was born, and I started looking around for an investment that I could do that would allow me to save and grow my money so that by the time my daughter was graduating from high school, I would hopefully have enough money to help pay for her college. And so, I looked at mutual funds and 529 plans, and those all seemed well and good, but I had just gone through the tech bubble of the late 90s and had lost some money in the stock market, so I wasn't too keen on investing my money there. And the 529 plan had some tax advantages, but most of it was invested in the stock market, so back to I didn't want to do that. And so I found real estate, and so I decided to go invest my money in real estate. I took a couple $1,000s that we had saved up, and I used it as a down payment on a duplex I found. And this duplex was able to, using the rental income that it had, pay for itself. And what I mean by that is it would pay the mortgage and the taxes and the insurance and the expenses and actually eke out a small profit of about $100 a month. That investment turned out to be a great investment for me. Here's 6 reasons why I use real estate to save for my kids' college. Reason number 1 is leverage. The ability to finance real estate gives you great leverage. It's one of the few investments that you can do where you can borrow the money to invest. Try to go to the bank and borrow money to invest in the stock market. It's not going to happen. They're not going to lend you money for that. But if you're buying real estate, they will lend money on the real estate. Now, that gives you a lot of leverage because I was able to take a little bit of cash and put a down payment down and finance the property and allow the income from the property to make the payments. So that gave me a great deal of leverage. So I was able to take a few $1,000s and turn it into tens of thousands of dollars. Number 2 is cash flow. Rental property generates cash flow every month, which allows you to have spendable or savable, in this case, cash every month. Unlike a mutual fund or other investments, a mutual fund may give you a dividend every quarter, but that's not guaranteed. And so, if the stock does bad or the mutual funds do bad or the stock market goes down, you may not have a dividend that quarter. You actually may lose money. Unlike real estate, I'm not saying you can't lose money in real estate, but it's very unlikely that your rents are going to go down to 0 or even your rents are going to go down at all. Most likely they're going to go up. And the same thing with appreciation. It's more likely to go up than down. So it's very stable in that regard. Reason number 3, it can pay for itself. If you find a property that produces enough cash flow, you can use that income to pay the mortgage, the taxes, the insurance, and any other expenses that the property may incur. After my initial down payment, I never put another dime in this property. I allowed the cash flow to make the payments and do all the other expenses. So another reason why real estate is a good investment, because it can pay for itself. Number 4, appreciation. Real estate has a great potential for appreciation. Now, it's not guaranteed. We all remember 2007 and the real estate bubble bursting. But over time, the real estate has a much greater likelihood of going up than down in value. So appreciation is another good reason. Number 5 is control. Real estate gives you great control over your investment. You have the ability to decide how much you want to charge for rent, how long you want to make the lease terms, what you want to do with your cash flow, whether you want to spend it, save it, invest it back into the property to make the property worth more. Those are all things that you have control over, and it's unlike other investments like mutual funds and stuff where you have no control. You're just along for the ride. You don't know how many shares they're going to buy or when they're going to sell them or anything like that. You don't have any control over those type of investments. Real estate is very hands-on, and you do have lots of control. Number 6 is options. Real estate gives you great flexibility. And that's one thing I loved about this investment, was the fact that if the real estate market was to crash like it did in 2007, I would still have cash flow coming in from the rental of the property. And I could use that to pay for her college education and just use that to fund it along until the market came back and I could sell the property then. Also, if the market was high, I could just sell it, cash out, and then use all that cash at one time. I still had a little bit of flexibility there. Not so much with a mutual fund. If the stock market was to crash and the value of your account goes way down, your two options there are to sell at a loss or try to ride it out till the market goes back up. And that could take years to come back. So I like my options better with real estate. You know, I intended to keep the property until my daughter graduated from high school. And at that time, I was going to determine whether I wanted to sell the property and use the cash to pay for her college, or just keep the property because it would be 15, 20 years later and it would hopefully be paid off, and just use the extra income, you know, because by then if I didn't have the mortgage, I'd have more income coming in, and use that income to help pay for her college. But here's what happened. I had an offer from an investor. He came up to me and said, hey, I'm interested in your property, and he made an offer, and I took that offer. And so I'd had the property about 17 years. My daughter was about 6 months away from graduating, and so I went ahead and took the deal, and I took the profits that I made from that deal and I put it in the bank, and I had it ready for her when she, you know, graduated to go to college. So that worked out pretty well. You know, I was so convinced that this was a great idea to invest in real estate to save for my first daughter's college that I did it again. You know, when my second daughter was born in 2006, I started looking for another real estate investment, and I found another duplex to invest in. And so that's what I did. I bought a second duplex, and I kept it for about 11 years. And in fact, I just sold it a couple of months ago, and I did a video on that. I sold it for $66,000 profit. So if you're interested in that video, I'm going to put a link here and you can check it out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button. And if you'd like to see more, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit the bell for notifications so you know when we release new videos. And if you'd like more information on real estate investing, go to retirerichwithrealestate.com. Until next time, I'm Paul Price, teaching you how to retire rich with real estate.